feel old. I was driving late one night.
Oh, now another tunnel. Pull the ground. Oh my God! Before you they die, and this moment will end. You're exposed.
Hello, and welcome
everybody.
To the check-in.
Dude's checking in.
We might be echoing because the mics
Are we
on.
checking in?
We are checking in.
There, maybe that'll help the echo some.
Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
Maybe it will, and maybe it won't. Look, I got a fresh color today. It was
Oh,
raining.
look at that.
So I
You look like a
slept in.
strawberry.
I slept in, and then I dyed my hair. Made lunch. It was glorious.
Right on.
It was super
Hello,
rainy all
Chef
day
Tony.
today here. Rained the entire day. It's my second day off work. It's rained for 2 days straight. Summer is right on time.
Right on.
Yes.
Very
You
cool.
look frozen. Oh, there
Am I
you are.
frozen?
You were frozen. You look better now.
I think I wasn't moving.
Now you just look like one of those bobblehead dolls.
I do.
Rudy's here.
Hi, Rudy.
Hi, Rudy.
Well,
How
how
was
was
your
your week, guys?
Busy.
Yeah.
Busy. Tiling floors and painting and replacing air conditioning vents.
Yeah. Hung a television in Ma's room.
Grouting, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, grouted. Put down some tile and grouted in the bathroom. You know,
Very cool.
standard run-of-the-mill remodeling.
As you do.
Look at all buff though. Look at that. All that trowel
muscles.
work. Carrying around them 5-gallon buckets. Woo.
Look at that. You're gonna be one of them wrestling girls.
I know, right? High risk maneuver off the bathtub.
Ray isn't gonna say anything. Ray ain't gonna say nothing bad anymore. He's gonna be a good boy.
That was really good soup.
Chef Tony's here.
Chef Tony is here. Oh. I want to see if we can get a bit.
I told her it was great. Was very good.
My week has been pretty good.
Yeah?
Today is
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been doing a lot of work, and I've been trying to boost up a little bit of my own personal work as well. So hopefully that'll work. We'll see what happens. And yeah, I'm just excited because of our next show.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Well, I think I will. Thanks for asking. Look at that. We are playing Armageddon Fest in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
What?
Yes, it's June 13th, 14th, and 15th. We are playing on the 13th, and it's going to be great. It's just going to be awesome.
Weird that they would put us on the 13th.
Yeah, well, it's Friday the 13th. That's when we're
Friday
playing.
the 13th.
I wonder what song we're gonna play.
We're
You think
probably gonna
13 will make it
play-
into the set?
We're going to play 14.
We're going to play 14.
And yes, it did make it into the set. And they got a lot of good bands here. I didn't even know if this is an updated one because he's told me the organizers told me of other bands that are going to be there. But I don't know if they're surprised.
Gonna be there. That's sweet.
But either way, it's a tattoo convention and a music festival. And the whole thing is $50 for the entire weekend. If you go
What a
to the
great deal.
DOODband.com and get your and click on the ticket link, I believe you can get that $50 special
And you can
as long as
buy
you're not
plane
buying it while
tickets.
you're there.
And you can buy plane tickets, and it'll probably be cheaper than Rockville.
Cheaper than Rockville.
Yeah, that is true.
Yes.
Plane tickets and admission are still cheaper than Rockville.
That's
Not
right.
enough money left over to get a dope tattoo.
And there's air conditioning.
You know what I've really been digging lately? A few people at work have those fine line tattoos. Have you seen those?
Yes.
Oh my god, they're just really beautiful. This one person has the kind of yin and yang two goldfish thing going, and just the fins and the work is so detailed and so well done. It's really, really out of this world.
Well, very cool.
Yeah, tattoos have come a long ways. Have you ever been to Adventure Island? 'Cause
Not in
you
a
said-
long time.
I remember like going to Adventure Island and being like horrified by people's tattoos and going, that's why I don't want a tattoo. Like, look how horrific that is. You know what I mean? The lines are all blown out. Looks like somebody did it with a Sharpie and it's all just like faded together or whatever. But I feel like now tattoos aren't like that. They're just beautiful pieces of art. Like,
Well, the other thing,
they're like portraits. They're just gorgeous. I don't know. I've seen a lot
well,
of
the other thing with that is too, the ink has gotten way better.
Yeah.
Like, I had tattoos that were done when I was just a wee lad, and
Right.
they faded pretty good.
Right.
But like anything that I've had in the past, 10 years has been great.
Oh,
I think
I
tonight
like
we're
that.
actually
What's it
live
called?
on Instagram.
Trash Polka. Have you checked out that at all? The
Trash
style
Polka?
Trash Polka.
No.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out. I really like that. I'm looking forward to maybe finding someone who does a style.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I have a tattoo on my neck on one of these sides. That's
Yeah.
basically a trash polka style.
Yeah, it does kind of have that vibe to it a little bit.
I don't know which one it is.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
but it's basically like black and white with some red. Usually it has red in it. And
yeah.
there's a lot of like compasses and clocks and
Yeah, that's very cool.
nautical or
Lisa Larkin has a lot of that.
oh yeah, Lisa's is would say definitely would be.
I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen it.
She's got some cool tattoos.
So, very cool. We are going to Atlantic City, New Jersey next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. We will be there
I can't believe
to
it's
all,
that close now.
to all of our friends up in the Northeast.
Guns.
Definitely, you need to come to this show. This is going to be fun as fun. We've got a few other shows. After that, I think our next one is this one, Fire's Open Road Bar in Arcadia. We're with Cutthroat Kings and Ballistic Mafia there. And that's going to be a fun-ass show. We haven't done a biker bar in a very long time.
In Arcadia too. I love Arcadia.
In Arcadia. This is going to be, it's going to be either amazing or a nightmare, or it could just be an amazing nightmare.
Yeah, a bit of both, probably.
That's what I'm hoping for. Hold on.
Well, whatever it is, no one's going to talk about it afterwards, so you're just going to need to be there probably.
Yeah, you're going to have to be there.
Because that's the way good Southern folk are. Like you don't go running your mouth after the party. You just have a good time. You look people
And nobody
in the
talks
eye.
about it.
You look people in the eye and you tip your hat and you smile a little bit, but you don't say nothing about it.
as you should. That's normal.
Right.
And then, of course, let's see. Let's see. Hold on one second. We got people here. Jason Aspey's here.
What's
Hello,
up,
you
Jason?
beautiful
Good
man.
to see you, man. I feel like we need to make a video soon. So,
Jerry Colburn's here. How you doing, bro?
what's up, Jerry? How are you? All
Very,
the way
very
from
cool.
out west.
Very, very cool. Jerry cool.
Jerry, cool that you might stop in and see us.
And okay, so right
That
up.
was the worst load-in ever, though. By the way.
Oh, it
The
is.
sand-
Everything in the desert
or
was
whatever,
bad.
The sandy back.
Everything in the desert
We
is
got
bad. There are
ready to
no
leave.
paved
We're
parking
like-
lots.
We're gonna leave out the front door. We'll just wait till everybody else is gone, and then we're gonna take our stuff out the front door instead. It's longer that way. Oh yeah, it's fine. Let's just go that way.
It was so much easier to go out the front.
Right. I don't know why they wouldn't just float in and out that way.
If we
Doesn't
wind
make
up
more
back
sense.
there again, that's the way we're doing it.
Yes.
That's it. So let it be written, so let it be done.
Woohoo!
We are going back to Reno.
What?
Yes, it is. July 12th, it's Reno Reanimated 2025. We're going to be playing with Ozymandias, Silence the Crowd, The Scattering, and Bear Eater. This is a J-Rock show. This is going to be a fun time at Virginia Street Brew
We
House.
love and miss J Rock and Patty. We're so excited to come see you guys.
Absolutely.
They just
And
recently tied the knot.
yeah, they did. They got
didn't see that.
married.
Congratulations.
They got married after all these years, man. I'm
After
so
all
happy.
these years.
They thought it was like after you lived together so long, what do they call that?
Commonwealth.
Common law marriage.
Common law, yeah.
That doesn't work in every state.
Yeah, it doesn't work in California or Nevada.
Apparently not. And I thought everything went in Nevada. I thought everything did. Legalized prostitution.
Right.
The brothel right next to Area 51. Welcome to Earth. Here is our women.
Jerry says he's doing well. It was only that way. Oh, Jerry. All right, and then we also, coming up, we've got Hell's Fiery Havoc, featuring Velvet Sky, Mind of Fury, the Dude, of course, Silver Bullet Smile, 12 Gauge Confessional, which is our friends, some of our friends from Cypher Machine.
Really?
Yes, it's at least Shelby. And that's Saturday, August 9th. We also have shows before that, but I don't have any flyers for them, so we're not going to talk about them just yet. We're going to go ahead, but we will be doing a show in Jacksonville, and we will be doing a show in Savannah, Georgia.
Oh yeah, the wormhole coming up.
We got the Wormhole, and then the other one is it's in Jacksonville. That's all I know.
That place in Jacksonville?
Yeah, it's a place we haven't played yet.
Oh, a new place in Jacksonville. Jacksonville always has a bunch of killer clubs and I don't know.
Yeah, they're fun.
I remember last time we went to that little rock box place that we played at, and they had the gardens out back and stuff.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah,
one
that
is,
place I don't know if they kept up with what they had going on, but I hope they did because that was a
oh, they didn't. That place closed down.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh man, I really liked it. They had the whole garden out back and
That was like
a
the
nice little stage out there.
1903 or something like that.
No, it was something different. It was some kind of black box theater.
Benefit place or something across
Some little black box theater.
Oh, you're talking about the thing for the festival thing that chick was putting on that was supposed to be helping people for something or other.
Yeah, and it had that little garden in the back with a little separate stage.
Yeah, that place was cool, man. That was
a cool
nice.
place. Oh, look, Tiger's here.
Tiger's here. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Hey, what's up, Tiger?
What's up, Tiger? How are you? On
He's
time.
good. You are on time, Tiger. 12 Gauge Confessional, hell yeah. Yeah, they're doing good. The Dude rules and you rule.
You rule,
You rule, Tiger. More than Burger King. If you go to Burger King, they always tell me I rule. I don't believe them. I believe you.
Well, you know,
They
you
do
order
give
what you
crown.
want, and then you get what you get.
Yeah, Burger King. Have it our way.
Okay.
They do it your way.
So we're kind of celebrating a little something special. That's why I have such a big glass of apple juice today.
Okay. What kind of celebration are we doing?
It's a birthday celebration.
A birthday?
Yes, it's a birthday
Whose
for our
birthday?
album Firefly.
Oh, happy third
3 years
birthday!
old.
Wow, Firefly is 3 years old? That is crazy.
Yes.
Look
And
at
if you
you,
haven't
Rudy.
listened to Firefly, it's available on Spotify and
Little
Amazon
baby
Music. You can
Firefly.
purchase it online on our website. You can purchase it probably other places too that we don't know about. We're not getting paid for it somehow. But anyway,
Like we're missing out on our 2 cents, man.
we're missing out on our 2 cents. But you can listen to it anywhere. Go ahead and give it a listen. It's 3 years old today. I think it still
Yeah, go
holds up.
check it out. There's good songs on there, man.
Great songs. One of my favorite albums.
Do you have a favorite song off there?
Off of Firefly?
Yeah. I know there's a lot of good ones. I don't
Yeah, there's a
know.
lot of damn good ones.
Yeah.
Nah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I think Into the Empty was one of my favorites just because of the way we wrote it in the studio and changed it up, and I don't know.
I don't know. It
Had a
does.
very new sound, but there's so many good songs. I can't really say it's my favorite.
No,
I liked the process of it and how it turned out.
it was all the whole album was
Yeah.
a surprise.
Horror show. Wow, what a great
Horror
song,
show.
man.
I do love horror show.
What a great song.
I don't
Well,
know.
happy birthday to Firefly.
So
And even the song Firefly, I mean, has
That's my favorite because it
a
has
deeper
a lot
meaning.
of meaning to it.
tell the people
Yeah.
the meaning behind it, Brian.
I will. Tiger Painter says happy birthday to your album, which was fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. And there's probably a link going to be posted down at the bottom. But no, Firefly. There was one of our friends at a party, and who was a con, who had lost his baby girl, unfortunately, at very, very early on. And he was devastated. And one night he was talking to me, and he said, "Man, I wish, could you write a song about her or for her?" And so I thought about it, and I was like, "Man, that's tough.
Yeah,
That's
I
really
saw that.
tough." You know what I mean? But eventually I kind of figured, all right, that's fine. So I went ahead and did it because I wanted to write a song that would make him feel better about it. To have a little bit of
Yeah.
hope. And it is, Firefly is a very hopeful song. It's about love
very hopeful
and
song.
loss, but it's about rebirth, and it's about, it's really, honestly, to me, that was one of my favorite songs to ever pen the lyrics to.
Yeah. It's a very powerful song.
Yeah, and I like the song myself. Playing it is very it's challenging, so it's very cool to play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely, that whole album was a surprise when we heard it. It really was. We recorded it, and we were like, what's going on? All right. And it
there
took a
was
long
a long
time.
span between the time that we recorded it and we released it. So
Yeah, like a year.
Yeah,
Over a
so
year.
some of the stuff we were playing it out, and every time you play something, it morphs and changes a little bit. And so over the course of the year, some of the things we maybe played slightly different than we did when we had recorded them or whatever. So when we got the album back,
Yeah,
Some-
it's like
some
your
of
favorite
the-
pair of sneakers.
yeah,
You know, like when you buy them, you're not sure you like them. They're kind of uncomfortable, but you wear them for a while, and then all of a sudden they're yours. You know, and that's the way the songs kind of grew in. And then we heard the album, we're like, oh, we got to change some things up,
they're like brand new sneakers again.
like brand new sneakers again. But you know what? Everything works out really well.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great sounding album. The quality of it's really well done. I gave it to a friend at work. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I'm in a band. You know, here's my album. I don't think he really expected it, you know, to be the quality that it is. It's a great sounding album. And he came back and he was like, wow, like whoever produced this, like it's really well done. So that was super cool. So
Hats
kudos
off to Matt LaPlante for that.
Yeah, Matt put out a good album, and I really enjoyed the process of recording with him. He was super fluent recording and was able to capture ideas very quickly and try things out. And
It was very nice to work with him. It was very, very comfortable.
It was kind of like writing the album, even though we already had the songs
Yeah.
together. It was like kind of going and writing the album as we went.
there was more like chopping and dissecting and
Working.
re-putting things back together with Matt than there was in other projects that we did. That's why I think one of the things I really like about Into the Empty is because if you listen to the first rendition of it, it doesn't really sound anything like that. We like chopped the riff in half and put the second half of the riff first and like flipped it, and then it gave it this cool, and then we had to figure out how to play it like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
There was
So-
one thing that he was like, play it all backwards or whatever. It was like literally backwards.
Yeah.
But
You're like,
that's okay.
wait, hold on, wait, what? Yeah. So,
Jeremy says hi.
hi, Jeremy. How are you?
Jeremy!
He said no Twitch tonight. And Jeremy, there's no Twitch tonight because we're trying Instagram for the first time with this.
Woo! Hello, Instagram.
Hello, Instagram. I'm not even sure if we're on Instagram right now, but it says we're live.
I'll look.
So I'm
It
hoping
says
we
that
are.
we're live. Jackie Christ is going to check that out for us. That is cool. We've tried the Instagram thing before and not had luck, so I'm glad that we're
So if not, you'll see us back on Twitch next week.
all right. Yes. So
Well, actually, you might not. Next week's going to be a replay, I think,
Oh, maybe.
or pre-recorded. But it's definitely not. I will be on the road. I will not
we're
be
not
here, so
on
you
the
guys
road
can do
yet.
this.
We might be able to do it. We'll talk.
That would be great.
Jonesy will host it. Oh God.
I don't see you live on Instagram.
Yeah, I know. I didn't see it either, but
See us
we're
live.
supposedly live there.
The
I
liars.
see when you go live, it's in
Liars.
stories.
Insta live. I guess it's a thing.
Let me look on my place.
It says up in the corner that we're live on Instagram,
It does,
YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
and it says once you're live, you're live. Okay,
Aha.
you'll find it at the top of the feed on Instagram. I guess is what they're saying for us, but
Is there a
So some of our friends in Crimson Glory are heading to Denmark and Germany and all that over there.
Wow.
Oh, yeah?
Check out some festivals.
Crimson Glorious.
Yeah, they've been just killing it, posting some just beautiful pictures of glorious, just
Dude.
crowds and crowds of
They're
people.
playing some big festivals. They're getting ready to play with Slipknot and just some other fucking huge bands.
Very cool.
Yeah, super cool.
Tiger Painter says, any new news about albums or songs?
Oh, we are working on songs.
We're working on songs. We're going to put out a few singles. As a matter of fact, we just, I think the last rehearsal we had, we got one pretty much together.
I got one. I got to still work.
Yeah,
on
we
the
got
song.
the major parts down. We got some fine tuning to do, but
Yeah, but no, I
Then
mean,
we have
to be able to.
we have probably like 3 or 4 songs in the works right now. I was working on that one song, the slower song today. I think that's going to be a hit.
It will be.
Super catchy.
All of them will be
I
super
woke up
catchy
with it
hits.
in my dream the other night, so I'm pretty sure that
Oh, Rudy.
it's going to be a good song.
Yeah, they're down there.
I think it'll be. I think all of them are going to work out really well. You're going to like it, Tiger Painter. As soon as we have it, you will hear it. Getting a bit of an echo from me. I hear that.
We're gonna let him listen to it first and tell us should we release it or not.
Maybe
Ask him,
we
should
will.
Yeah,
Well,
we
you should
don't,
release
we
it.
don't know why Brian's echoing. He's not echoing here, but
Are
he
you?
heard that too.
Is that better? It's not. This is supposed to have echo cancellation.
Well,
This
echoing
God
for me.
mode. Turn off God mode.
Turn
Hold
off
on.
the God mode.
Is that better?
Get off the cross.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
It's a little better.
I can
No, I
barely
can't
hear
hear
you, but you know,
Oh, you can barely hear me.
I can barely hear you, but you're not
Okay.
echoing.
I don't know. But I do know
Jeremy says worse.
it's worse.
Worse.
Worser.
Do the opposite of what you just did.
It was worser, sir.
How about now?
Now I can't hear you at all. Now you're just mumbling. I can't hear. What are you saying?
Okay, how about now?
All
That's
right.
perfect for me.
Fine, whatever. I'm good with
I
that.
understand the words coming out of my mouth.
Thank you.
But what I will say is, it's now.
And now it's time for Rudy with sports.
Welcome, Champa Bay!
Champa! Champa!
Go to see Metallica this weekend, just saying.
Rudy's going to see Metallica. That's at a sporting event.
It's at Ray J.
Great.
All right, so how about the Panthers? Game 1 right now. Oilers are winning 1-0, first period. What do y'all think? Think Florida's got enough to go back to back?
I think it's early.
Game 1,
Game 1. It's early.
it's too early to tell right now. We'll see how that pans out. Rays are up 3-0 over the Rangers.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
I like that. How about Junior last night?
Wow.
Big old home run. Rays won last night. Wrapped up that series. That was pretty good. Not wrapped up series, but first game with the Rangers. And then on the Bucks front, everybody's back at camp right now. So we'll see how that pans out. Everybody's healthy. Servassier Dennis looks like a complete animal. So I think our pass rush is going to be amazing this year.
All right.
Going back to the Warren Sapp days.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
So let's go Rays. Let's go Panthers.
Let's go Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's go Florida.
Let's go.
Let's go, Rudy.
Let's go Brian. That's it, man. Quick and easy. Once we
I
get
thought that
into
was
football
great.
season, it gets a little more.
All right. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm getting this thing. But either way, that was very good, Rudy. I appreciate it.
I don't know.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
You gotta turn up more or something, Sherry.
Oh, don't turn up.
Turn it up!
Turn it up.
Turn up the radio!
I want some music. Give me some more.
Oh, turn up the radio!
What's that?
Hear me?
All right.
All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Did it?
All
Was
right.
the echo? Hopefully,
There's an
Sherry
echo.
can hear you 2 or 3 times.
All right.
All right.
There.
Clear.
All right. Guess it's time. What's going on now? I don't even know. Let's see. Oh, it's Jonesy picks a card. Jonesy picks a card. High over the stereo. Jonesy picks a card.
An angry snowman. Why is he so mad? Oh, look at this one.
What is it?
Surrounded by clowns.
Oh,
What?
that's man. I think who's you?
Who's the clown in this game, baby? Who's surrounded by some clowns?
If I had one of those ones.
I did watch it last night.
Yeah.
First one.
So,
First game. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but Rudy's family, on a more serious note, it was a circus family.
And Ringling Brothers.
And Ringling Brothers. That's how they ended up here. In America. So now you know a little more about us.
Pennywise was my uncle.
Pennywise. Uncle Penny, we used to call him.
Hey, can you do me a quick favor?
What?
Can you go to your settings
My
real quick?
settings?
Yes.
Like the settings in...
On the StreamYard.
Okay, yeah. And go to audio.
Go to audio.
How about I put this echo cancellation on?
Maybe.
Does that do anything?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, and there's no more echo.
All right.
That's it. Right there, we fixed it.
Woo!
Are you sure?
That's so much better.
Export!
Woo! All right.
There.
All right. I guess it's now time then for a rousing edition of. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Back in the Picture. We get to look at old pictures and figure out where the fuck they're from.
All right. Lay one on us. What do we got?
All right, first one.
Oh,
this one's
Tucson.
Tombstone.
Tucson, I would say no.
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Yes.
Tombstone. Very good. Very good. That one was
Had a
pretty good.
lovely steak dinner. The first time we had like properly eaten in a bit, we stopped there and had steak dinner, and then we ordered what we wanted, and then they're like, well, here's what we have. We're like, okay, we'll have that ribeye steak then.
Right.
It was at the bird cage.
Okay, we'll take that steak, whatever kind of steak you all have back there. But it was fabulous. It was awesome.
It was
It was
good.
it was right before we drove into Bisbee to play in Bisbee.
That's right. And that was the first time, I think. We were
Yes, the first time we played Bisbee.
at the bird cage.
Oh, I know where this is too.
Do you know where this is?
I do. I know. Anyone else?
I'm torn between two places.
All right, what do you got?
I think this is either in Jacksonville
No.
or it's
Oh, well, actually, it could be, but that's not where I think it is.
or it could be Tennessee.
Yes, Chattanooga.
Could be out back in Chattanooga.
Yeah, out that in Chattanooga. That was so cool. They had like the whole alleyway had really cool.
Ray, do you remember where you were?
It's Chattanooga. A bar.
A bar. Yeah. Well,
He's got a beer in his hand. There you go.
it's fair. We're definitely at a bar. Okay.
That was one of my favorite parts about Chattanooga is when you walked out the back door, like under the staircase, there was like a secret little sitting area that had like 3 or 4 tables and had a chill little vibe. And then next door there was like the speakeasy and stuff, and that cool.
You had to put in a certain thing on the telephone to get in. It was really cool.
Crawl through the dryer or whatever. I don't know. Like, yeah, super cool.
All right,
So, Jeremy, is the echo all better now?
How are we looking, Jeremy? Is the echo
Still
better?
there.
You might not be there. We lost some people because of the echo, I think.
Ah, well, that's just
hopefully
terrible.
we'll get them back. I don't know. You know what?
Where are the peaks at? I'm worried about them. They're always here.
I know they're not here.
They're not peeking. Where are they?
Maybe they're peeking.
Oh, God.
You don't know.
We're coming there. Do they know? They're probably pretty excited.
They do know we're coming there. I think now that we're on our way there, they know we're going to be up there. They're not coming back. They're just waiting.
Yeah, they're like, well, whatever. We'll see them. Okay, Tiger's still there. Hi, Ty. Thanks.
Tiger's here. Thank you, Tiger, for still being here. Is the echo any better, buddy? I believe it has to be.
I believe it has to be.
There's an echo.
Echo.
Well, let's take a look at the next picture while we're here.
Test for echo. Those are some funny shorts I'm wearing.
You are wearing some funny shorts.
I know where this is, too. Do you know?
No.
Do you know?
No, I have no
Lake
idea.
Tahoe.
Is that Lake Tahoe?
Lake Tahoe. That's why we're wearing swimming shorts.
So is that Scott I see on the very left?
Yes.
Oh.
And we stopped at that like lookout point or whatever.
Is that Lake Tahoe? We're there with our van?
Yeah.
Yes.
We dropped the
Our
trailer
first
and
time.
just took the van.
Oh. I thought, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
it does.
All right, this one.
Oh,
It's when Cherry was doing the video for you.
No.
No.
Nope. That is a photograph. Yeah. I actually know where it is.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. You got me on this one.
I'll tell
This
you.
was at that little brewing company in St. Pete. This was halfway in between that and the bar that sold shots where you got drugged.
Oh, where I got drugged? Oh,
Yeah.
well, no wonder I don't remember this. I was
There you go.
unavailable. That was terrible, by the way. If you're out there, don't drug the musicians when they're playing. It's just rude.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. I was terrible. I like had my head on Indy's like shoulder, like while we were playing. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Shut up, just hold me up." I'm like looking at your fingers to figure out where we. I was never so glad to see the cops ever.
You
They
did.
close us down at the end of the set, and then I was like, I'm leaning against the speaker, holding my guitar, and I knew I had to put it in the case that was like right there. And Indy's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No."
You still played a great show. You still played a good show, though.
Oh my God, it was crazy.
I didn't even
I
know.
just started kicking in right at the very end of it. I was so glad. I was like, because before that, I was like standing on the table, the picnic table. I was having a good time. Everything was good, and then everything just started like slow motion. My hand was like a balloon. I couldn't make my fingers work. I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, I had no idea anything was wrong until I turned around after the last song. Well, I knew something was weird, but I didn't know what was going on. But when I turned around after the last song and you were just kind of slumped over your bass amp.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was totally crazy. And
I'm telling you, you're right.
The craziest part about the whole experience is that I don't really drink beer, so I didn't drink a whole lot. I had like 2 beers in 6 hours. So it wasn't like I was hammered or anything. And like, I was there for everything, but I literally could not make my hand move. I remember there was like I had a glass of water in my hand, and I remember saying to Ray, like, I need a drink, and he's like, it's in your hand. And I'm like, I know, but I can't like move my hand to my mouth. I couldn't. I'm like looking at it. I knew it was right there. I could not. I don't know. It was crazy. But I was with it. I remember you coming out to the car. They're like, you have to walk to the car. I'm like, yeah, I'm not walking. It's not happening. None of my parts are moving. Like, they just picked me up and like carried me to the car. And I remember you coming over and like, you know, doing your EMT stuff, taking my pulse, and made me feel all better. Like, because I was there. But man, I could not make my body move. It was the craziest thing.
No, it's ridiculous. What do people hope to gain from that? Especially like drugging the person who's going to be on stage.
Right?
Anyway,
what do you get out of that?
what do you get out of that one, pal?
I don't know.
Tiger says the world is full of horrible people who do really bad things. It is, but it's also filled with wonderful people like yourself, Tiger.
Absolutely.
And that is why.
And out of the thousands of shows we've played, it's only happened 2 or 3 times.
I mean, it's happened to me a few times.
Yeah, this one time.
Nobody believes it when it's me, though.
This one time, and I should have known the way the guy's like flinging money at me like I'm a stripper. I was like, okay, I want to be mad at you, but those are $10 bills. I will take them.
It's hard to believe you when you drink so much apple juice.
I do drink a lot of apple juice, but there's a difference.
And then this
Between
guy
being
bought
drunk
the
and being
shot,
drunk.
and I didn't want the shot, so I gave it to Indy, and poor Indy got drunk.
Tiger does say, I'm sorry that happens. But your guys' music is a good one thing in the world. And it is. And you are also, you are a second one thing in the world. That's good.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. We got more pictures.
Those are the clowns. Oh, I know where this is.
Yeah, that was a fun
What
day.
it says, that ruins it. We're in front of the Flintstones house.
Are we, though?
Well, it looks like the Flintstones. I know where we are.
It does look like the Flintstones. This is a dinosaur world.
I wanted to go to Dinosaur World my whole life.
My whole life. I've been either vacationing down here or living down here, and I've always driven past Dinosaur World and always wanted to go.
You drive by it on I-4 on the way to Disney.
Every time.
Every time. And
It's one of those roadside attractions, and it does not disappoint. It is a good roadside attraction.
I have to say, I have a thing for like those old school Florida attractions.
It's an
like,
I-4 staple right there.
you know what I mean? Like,
Out there for a minute.
what's it? They have that alligator farm or whatever too.
They have Gator World.
Gator World. I feel like we should like check that out sometime too. Like I've never been there.
I still haven't been to the monkey jungle. They were trying to figure out a way to get me there for my birthday or something. Not telling me, but I ruined that somehow.
There is a kayaking adventure you can go on where there's some monkey island, I hear.
That's right down the street from my house.
All right, cool.
That's in Silver Springs.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right down the street from my house. Someday maybe I'll get there.
So supposedly some of the monkeys escaped that were on the set for like a
Tarzan. Yeah, for the Tarzan movies. They decided that they were going to leave them on this island because monkeys can't swim.
Okay.
But they can. And anyway, and then they canceled production of the movies there. Then they just left the monkeys. They just left them there. And over the years, they've tripled in number. And they're all feral now.
Just rabid feral monkeys just waiting to attack.
And most of them have herpes.
Kayakers.
Most of them have herpes.
They got eye syphilis.
I don't know about eye syphilis, but they definitely have herpes.
They're chucking those meatballs at people. That's how you get the eye syphilis.
Quick update: Florida Panthers 2-1 over the Oilers.
All right.
One over the Oilers, as I told you.
All right.
Early.
Mary Lou's here.
Mary Lou.
What's up, Mary Lou?
All right. Very, very cool. Next picture.
I know what this is
is
too.
right behind the State Theater with I Set to Kill.
I Set to Kill, yes.
Don't ask me the date.
I don't know, but I remember that was one of the first. It wasn't the first, but it was one of the first shows I played at State Theater with you guys.
I remember that I was a huge I Set to Kill fan.
I
And
was so young.
we were playing maybe at like Bourbon Street, and I saw a sticker that said I Set to Kill. And I ended up looking them up based on that sticker. And then I followed them for the longest time, and I loved what they did. And then when we saw them at the State Theater, I was talking to them, and I found out that one of the ladies in the band was dating a guy who was in that Nothing More band, that Jenny. Never.
Yeah.
Right? Is that
I
what
remember. I remember Nothing More. As a matter of
Yeah. And so he was the same screamer that was in that band. I was like, oh, that makes sense because I love that song. So tied it all together for me. Cool.
Next one. All right, I think it's written on the back of the thing, but I can't figure out what
It is. I got it now. It took me a second though. It was that one time we played that weird place in Tampa
With Higher Ground.
with Higher Ground, maybe.
JT's Roadhouse.
JT's Roadhouse. That's it. Mama
JT's
Trig was
Roadhouse.
there. Mama Trig took pictures. Mama Trig was there, and she brought us presents. She had just got back from
Shiprock.
Shiprocked.
Good old ship.
Good old Shiprocked, and brought us presents. Yay!
Everybody write Shiprock and say you want the dude there, please.
Yes, please.
Yes and yes.
We're ready to be your festival cruise line band.
We are. They call me Captain Stubing.
Yes.
What is this?
Aww. Kisses.
Kisses from
This is
who?
I think up in Connecticut. When we
Connecticut.
played that show with for Tom.
I believe that you would be right.
Orchard Fest?
Orchard Fest.
Yes. And we were having a competition with Indy who could get the most pictures with dogs.
Oh.
Yeah, so we picked up that little competition from our neighbor band next to us, and we're like, oh my god, that seems so fun, and it's a great way to meet people. So we went around, and whenever we'd find dogs, we'd take pictures. But if somebody already had that dog, you don't get that point. You know what I mean?
So what was the band next door to us at?
What was their name?
That camp thing we did.
Camp thing.
It was Throwdown in the
Throwdown
campground.
in the campground right next door to us when we camped out.
Oh, I don't remember who they were. I remember the big RV and the
The lady who drove them around, who was
really
like
cool chick who was like their manager / bus driver /
and she wrote naughty books on the side to make money.
/ naughty book writer.
Like the fame. She was like a famous author of adult.
Writer.
Yeah. I don't remember which band it was though. I wish I did.
Oh, it'll come to me. Not right now, but later tonight, the name will just like bing.
I don't know. You just were talking about naughty book writers. Don't talk about coming. All right, here we go. Next one.
Well, this could just be anywhere.
But check out the background. It's got to be somewhere.
Where's it? Felicia's with us.
Felicia's with us. Someone's drinking behind us.
That does look like a bar, doesn't it? But it doesn't look like a familiar bar.
You know what it almost looks like? Like that
I know where it's at.
You do?
Yep.
Where?
Joyland.
Joyland.
Holy shit, he's right.
Oh, dude,
Absolutely
that's a good
correct,
one.
Rudy. Rudy for the win on that one.
Rudy, that's a good one.
Rays are up 5-0 over the Rangers.
All
Rays
right,
are
go
up 5-0.
Rays.
Up. That's a true Tampa Bay fashion. Well, obviously this is Oscura.
Obviously.
Sorry, I just look at thumbnails when I do these.
Look at your face. What is happening? You look like you're gonna cry.
That was when I was doing the blood from the eyes.
You look like you're
Damn.
gonna cry. You look like that orange juice man just took it to you, man.
I'm very upset with the orange guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He was like the Kool-Aid guy, but
Hey, Kool-Aid. Oh yeah.
you remember the Kool-Aid guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn. All right, we got a few more. Who's
Oh,
that guy?
This was at the Rye Preserve.
Rye Preserve?
Rye Preserve. We were camping.
And then we went to that cool like little graveyard that was really creepy and stuff.
Yeah, that was actually a fun day of walking around
And
in the
exploring.
woods.
It was really weird because there were like these, you know, you have whatever you might think a standard size gravestone would be, marker. But then like they had these little ones that were like for kids and they were only like slightly bigger than my phone.
Yeah.
Like go collect rocks and put them there for them and stuff. But it was crazy because, you know, nowadays you have a kid, you just assume you have a child and they're going to live and they're going to make it. You know what I mean? I guess
Yeah, now, back then it wasn't like that.
back then it wasn't like that. There were so many babies that were buried there. It was really just eye-opening and, you know,
Tuberculosis.
yeah, it was sad. It was sad. It was that way too when we went through like Death Valley and we played in Tonopah and we were up there. It was like that too at that place that we're, you know, it hit the young really hard. You can tell. Super sad.
If you survived back then, you were tough.
Yeah.
It was super sad, but it was super. I love history of all kinds.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
really kind of cool. It's really kind of fun.
You've always hit
All right,
a history buff.
here's a good picture.
This is a recording of the one thing.
The one thing, Ray. What one thing?
What song is that? God damn it.
Wow, Ray, you're making me feel good now.
My memory's
I
bad.
thought my memory was shit.
What video was it? Think, Rainus. Think.
I can't think of the song. Can't.
Well, this was definitely at the Terminex office.
Remember when those people
This
walked
was
in and they didn't know that we were
horror show.
going to be there? Horror show. It is horror show.
Horror show, yes.
I knew that was coming.
Remember when like the guy just walks in and we're like shooting a video and shit and they already had no idea that we were going to be there that day. We're like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, hi, by the
And we
way.
had the whole place like plastic and like Dexter's fucking kill
Yeah.
fucking and
There
then
was like
like
weird neon shit and bottles.
neon shit and test tubes and oh, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Bodies on the table.
All right,
Well, this could be just about anywhere.
I see.
but it's not just about anywhere.
My guess is Indiana. In that weird
Okay.
place that we played in Indiana, remember there were like weird, like church steps or something, and we all sat on them before.
Carl's Tavern.
What is it?
Carl's Tavern.
That's probably what it was, I bet.
It was in New Haven, Indiana. Or
Oh, for the score!
Wow. Is that
good job, good job.
Squid Hammer.
Squid Hammer.
Squid Hammer. My daughter was talking about some stuff, and she's like,
Isn't it crazy that I would remember
Here
that?
on live meat. I'm like, well, there was this one band, Squid Hammer, who kept squid in they brought squid around with them. They weren't alive.
Isn't it crazy
They
that
were
I would
real
get that
squid.
from that one picture? Like, no background.
And they put him on stage, and it was like Gallagher.
It was funny. Yeah.
It was all.
Squid
It was all.
Hammer.
Oh, Squid Hammer is awesome.
Flying on everybody. There's just ink going everywhere.
All right, here we go.
So
Next
washed
one.
out.
Oh. Oh.
Wow, this is clearly the State Theater, and that's Mike Partee singing.
That's right.
And the fucking.
It looks like a very young Brian, though. Like, it could be a super young you.
They're super young.
This is
I've never been that. I've never been that
9
thin.
Mile Drive, guys. Is this the 9 Mile guy?
This is,
This
I
is not.
believe this is an industry showcase show.
This was prior to me being in the band, I think.
This is when Mike Partee was singing for us. And I think it's industry showcase. If we could see who was playing drums, I think it's probably Matt Moore.
Yeah, that's certainly not Robbie's drum kit.
Yeah,
Are
I
there
think
two
it's
double?
Moore.
Is there two bass drums?
No.
No.
And that's gotta be Matt.
Well, I don't know unless there's one behind me. There could be. You can see like right on the edge of my bass. It could be Jerry.
Look, did you look at my Partee all Phil Anselmo'd out? He just
Right,
you know,
I know.
that's funny. All right, I don't know. I think we're getting to the end of these. Oh, I remember this night.
We're at State Theater.
State
We're
Theater.
playing with something Apocalypse.
Oh, the ones from Michigan.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know unless there's one behind me. Something Apocalypse. Something with the word apocalypse in it.
Gabriel and the Apocalypse.
Gabriel and the Apocalypse. That's it.
Very good. Very good.
Wow, that's amazing that we can pull that.
I'm good at this game, man.
You gotta give mine.
You're on a roll.
Oh, that's easy. We're in the van.
We're in the
Ah,
van.
We're in the van.
Do a show.
Be anywhere.
I'm
It
sleeping.
Yeah.
wasn't that long ago. It could not have been that long ago.
The
That
pool's
shirt.
in the van. So when we put the sound system in the van, the guy's like, "Oh my God, you have to come over here immediately! Like you guys can't drive the van anymore. You're all gonna die." We're like, "All right, we'll be there in a minute. I just hired you to put a radio in. I don't know how everybody's dying, but whatever." And we get there, and he's like, "Oh my God, this ceiling, the roof, it's falling down. We must call the president." I was like, "Whatever." Like we just fucking brought it home, hoisted it up, stuck the
Got totally screwed over.
Hold on.
light truss
Tiger
in
King.
there.
Tiger Painter has a curiosity question. Did the dude have a different singer in the beginning?
Yes, sir, we
Yeah.
did.
Several.
No,
Several.
two that we count. So we started off with probably the first 5 years. We were with Boxzilla. So Box was our singer, and then Mike Partee at the time that Box left was our guitar player. And so for a while we were just a 4-piece, and Mike did vocals and lead guitar at the same time. And we rolled on that way for probably 3 or 4 years
Yes.
before we found ourselves singerless, and then we hooked up with Brian. I told him
Didn't Caleb sing for a little bit?
he did give it a go.
All right.
He gave it a go. Before we hooked up with you, we had a couple of people who Turtle tried it out for a while. We had a couple of people. Brian came over for a party. We had a party, and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing nowadays?" He's like, "Well, I don't even know if I'm doing anything." I was like, "Practice is on Tuesday." And then he's been here ever since. It was perfect.
Yeah, actually, I was literally doing absolutely nothing. Somebody dragged me to that party, I think it was Andy.
I think it was Andy.
It might have been Andy.
It was because Rex was here. Winter's Ghost did
Oh, it was. That's what it was.
that's what it was.
I was forced to leave the house because I had an obligation to play bass and sing with a former band because a friend of mine was.
And we hosted the party.
And they hosted the party, and then Chelsea's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Nothing." She's like, "Come up." I'm like,
you need a singer. Practice is Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And then I came up. I figured, all right, this is going to be interesting. And it was actually very interesting. So I stayed.
And here we are, all these years later. But yeah, we were a band. We've been a band for a really long time, but we were a band for several years before Brian came into the picture. But how long have you been here, Brian? Like 10 or 12
About 13 years now.
13 years, yeah. So
yeah.
It's hard to remember life without.
Yeah, I honestly don't even count anything before me anymore.
Which, I mean, that makes sense. But
that's fair. I think it's fair now. All right.
I remember this picture, but I don't remember where we were. I remember going, "Oh my God, you never ate here before," blah, blah, blah. But I don't remember like where we were at.
We were in one of the Carolinas.
Okay, that would make sense.
Place called Varsity.
Varsity, yeah.
And they had really good burgers. They were really like
sweet tea. I was super happy.
Traditionally,
it was the first time I had gotten sweet tea in like a week.
Yes, yeah, you have it's the, we have sweet tea tours and non-sweet tea tours, and
I've a bit broken that since.
If you're wondering why we don't come to New England a whole lot, it's because Jonesy loves sweet tea and you guys don't got none.
Y'all you gotta up your sweet tea game.
It's all peach sweet.
There's even a sticker on my guitar that says I was raised on sunshine and sweet tea.
Tiger Painter says, "Love that flame red hair."
Ah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's there.
Oh,
you know what? I saw this picture. We all know where it came from, but I can't resist just putting this picture up every time I see it.
Oh my God, yeah. Why would you not? I feel like we should get some mileage out of that picture. Like,
we're gonna try. This is somehow going to maybe should be their next album cover.
Yeah. At least a calendar cover.
Something.
Something.
But yeah, that was a photo shoot we did during when we filmed Kill the Light, and we were able to. We had done a bunch of stuff to the warehouse to make it kind of blacked out and everything else. So we were like, well, while we're here, we might as well bring in a photographer to take some pictures. So that was that. All right. Nope, not that one. This one is it.
That was up by the warehouse. We were.
Nope.
It was.
Nope. Now I remember this exactly.
No, it's by the warehouse. It's out back over here where this like.
That was behind the Haven. It was from a photo shoot from behind the Haven. Oh no, you're right. That is exactly. You know what? You disagree, and you're right. That was over where that new restaurant supply place is.
Yeah. Because I remember jumping up on top of that thing, and Robbie walking off the other way, and then there was that cool like Jesus pose that Ray had in the one. He's all like,
yes.
Yeah.
I always loved Indy in this picture.
Yeah.
Indy looks like he might be Lane Staley. He might be Jesus. We don't know.
We don't know.
But that was that back in the picture. It was a good one. We had more pictures than I thought. I want to thank Jackie Christ Superstar for never sending me any pictures.
Yes.
When was I?
But if we ever get famous, she has pictures of everything we've ever done.
She's going to put out a book.
So
I'd make
let
$1,000,000.
it be known that if we ever disappear, Jackie has the evidence.
Yep, and she killed us. All right, guys, it's like we are over time,
All right.
but
We gotta go.
I want to let you guys
I
know.
just
Hold on
want
one
to
second.
one question
Jeremy.
for Ask a Monkey Boy.
Had to take a work call and missed the last 30 minutes. All right, well, what you missed. Hey, thanks, buddy. I think you're cool. You're
Thanks,
cool
Ty.
in pictures, man.
Hey, so I got one question for Ask a Monkey Boy.
Oh, well, we're not doing that, but okay. What is it?
What's a Dario?
What's a Dario?
Hi, ho, a Dario? What's a Dario?
What's a Dario? I don't know.
Well, you said it in the beginning of, in one of your songs, or one of the intros or something, I think, too.
I think that was a
Pick
cow
a song.
milking song or something, wasn't it?
Dario.
Hi, ho, a Dario.
I don't know.
You said
I don't know what a Dario is. Well, one of my songs, huh?
It was one of the intros I think it was in. I think for Sherry, maybe.
Huh.
Oh, it is in mine.
It's in one of these. Okay, hold on one second.
In the Jonesy intro.
So it's that hi ho to Dario. I think it's
No,
just.
he gets a card. But it was
I
a
think-
Dario.
I think that's just something that it's part of the song that was actually it's like that's traditionally that song is like the farmer takes a bride, hi ho to Dario, the farmer takes a bride.
So I'm just asking, what is a Dario?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, I didn't write it.
Does anybody know what a Dario
Dairy
is?
farm.
Dairy farm.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
that's what
happened?
I figure. It's a Dario farm.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Ray's all confused.
They're
Oh, my
doing-
God.
they're-
You
they're
opened the
doing
second
it.
window. Ah!
My daughter just texted me and she said, it's a dairy. Oh?
Oh. Oh.
No.
All right. On
That
that,
clears everything
we
up.
have to
It
go.
means processing goodness or holding the good.
Processing goodness or holding the good.
Oh, shit, we're Dario all the time.
Is that what it is?
I hope.
Oh, we're all the good.
What does Dario mean?
I am processing the good, baby. Let's
Oh,
go.
dairy.
It's a cow's
Like
dairy?
a dairy farm. It's a
But it's-
dairy.
Processing the good.
The good. Processing the good.
She's looking it up. So
I'm telling you, it's
All
a
right.
dairy. And then they rhymed it.
Just before pasteurization.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Wait, Jeremy's supposed to.
Jeremy's got a lot to say. Hi ho,
Oh.
Dario is a refrain that appears in many folk songs,
Yeah, that's exactly.
particularly those like The Farmer in the Dell. It doesn't have a specific literal meaning. It is used to create a cheerful, jolly atmosphere to mark a tradition in the song. The word dairy is an anglicized version of the Old Irish word dare, which means oak grove or densely wooded area. Thank you, Jeremy, for that very, very,
Dairy, dairy.
very textbook
I hope.
explanation. We needed it. We needed it. I'm not going to say we didn't.
All right. So there's no literal meaning.
No, there's no, we're already like 10 minutes over.
Ray, we gotta go.
Sorry.
So the network's going to cancel our show.
Oh,
So,
God.
if,
Oh, shit.
so next week, hopefully it's going to be the Jonesy and Ray and Rudy show.
Edition.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's going to be Brian-less.
We're going to rock this.
It's going to be called Without a Monkey Boy.
Aha.
You cannot.
Without a monkey boy. A day without a monkey.
Where's
Dario
where's
without a
Where's
monkey.
Boy?
The high hope.
Oh, sad.
Eh.
All
And
right.
then you can pick us up at the airport Thursday morning.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I didn't realize you guys would be there that fucking early, but we're going to try. We were planning on arriving on Thursday. Now we'll probably arrive Wednesday night.
Good choice.
Good choice. But I mean, if not, well, there's got to be something better to do in Atlantic City over the course of the morning than sitting in
They have a
some
huge boardwalk.
airport somewhere.
They have a huge boardwalk. Just go to the ACX thing, drop your stuff off.
That's what I figured. I figured they'll already be there Thursday getting ready. They're going to
That's going
start.
to be there on Tuesday.
Yeah, so we'll
Won't
just
be a
go
problem.
introduce ourselves, find out where we're going to be. We're only traveling with backpacks anyway, so.
It's easy.
All I
Easy
got to
peasy
say-
Japanese.
All right, we got to go.
All I got to say is goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to my brother Wade, our brother Wade.
We love you,
Wade.
David.
Man.
We love you, Wade.
We
Much
you,
love.
Goodbye.
We love you guys. Bye.
Toodaloo.